Yesterday was a pretty good day for DC in the movies department, at least with the announcements that came out, both of which I think are good announcements. I'm going to talk about the Birds of Prey announcement. We had heard in the past that DC was doing a Birds of Prey movie like a while ago, but there was really no movement on it. But yesterday, we found out that they've hired a director to do it. And her name is Cathy Yan, I think, or Cathy Han. I think it's Yan. But she had previously directed, I think, a successful indie called Dead Pigs that won an award for being like, I forget the award, but having a good ensemble cast, things like that. I've never seen the movie or heard of it, so I don't know what it's about. But apparently she was so good in the room when she pitched her idea for Birds of Prey 2 Warner Bros. That they gave her the job, even though she doesn't really have that much experience doing movies of this type. She is, the first Asian female director to helm a superhero movie. It's one that's presumably going to be big blockbuster, with these characters. And this is an interesting hire from Walter Hamada. It does give DC, I'm sure Cathy's going to is a good director and will do good, but it does give DC some good press into being the comic book company, movie company, or whatever that has hired yet another female director to helm a movie in their franchise. Patty Jenkins, on Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 2, Ava DuVernay on The New Gods, and now Miss Yan, on Birds of Prey. Who are the Birds of Prey? You probably heard of them. They are most famous as the female street crime fighting team, mostly. And the most famous lineup is Batgirl, Black Canary, and the Huntress. And I think Catwoman's been a member. There have been a lot of female members of DC who've been a part of this team. But I'll bet the ones who are going to be in the movie are going to be Batgirl, Black Canary, and some version of the Huntress. There's been many different versions, or multiple versions of the Huntress in comics, and of Black Canary, actually. But, those are probably three people who are going to be in it. But of course, the big news is that this is going to be a Harley Quinn movie. She's going to be in it, which is something that I find perplexing because Harley Quinn isn't someone you would expect to be in Birds of Prey, because the Birds of Prey is a team of superheroines, female superheroes who fight street crime. And, why is Harley Quinn there? So I do think that's a weird place to have Harley show up next. But this is one of the many projects that Margot Robbie is going to have on her plate for DC, playing Harley Quinn. And this is the one they wanted to go for, I guess, first. This is probably going to be the first movie that Batgirl appears in before she gets her own solo movie. You've already heard the news. I did a video about Batgirl getting her own movie that, they got a writer for it, Christina Hodson, who's also the writer for this movie, Birds of Prey. And apparently, Warner Brothers loved her script for Birds of Prey. That's probably why they thought, do Batgirl too. And so, one good thing about this is that Batgirl will have a consistent vision and voice from both films, because both films will have been written by the same person. And, DC apparently will have a story arc planned for Batgirl. I know people like to rag on DC for not doing connected stuff that well, but I think they're starting to course correct. And I'll talk about that in the other video I do about the Blackhawks. But anyways, we're on Birds of Prey right now. So, how is Harley Quinn, who isn't someone who's really associated with Birds of Prey that much, being mostly a bad guy, how is she going to factor into this movie? What's the plot going to be? I'm thinking it's going to have to be something like the Birds of Prey. They're on a mission either to bust her, like to throw her in jail, or they have to apprehend a criminal like the Joker or something. And they need someone with insider information to help them get the Joker. And so they're, reluctantly recruiting or getting someone, for help. Like Harley. Maybe Harley, because she's a bad guy, she knows all these other criminals. They need her inside intel to bust like the Joker or Poison Ivy or Penguin or someone. This is good news because DC is very good, I think, at raising the profile of a lot of its street level, hand-to-hand combatant characters. Like the Batman family is full of stuff like that. Black Canary, Green Arrow, all these people. So I'm really excited to see what happens with this movie, as I think many people are. So, let's get to it. I can't wait. But anyways, I'm definitely going to do more videos about this. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel, because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.